after that last completion. They'll turn to the power game at Oluwalu. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run with Murray. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
His throw incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable, usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. On play action, now Carr, letting one go deep for Roberts. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Marquette King now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Carry on the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
They go play action for Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Atama Rubin able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A really nice read by the offense. They caught the defense not covering the middle of the field, went to the post route, and found the receiver wide open for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But that's... And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Finding time. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Oh, Amari Cooper couldn't pull it in there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now this thing's coming down to the big left leg of Sebastian Janikowski. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Now remember, this one is not over. But with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.